Hey guys, Steve from Resale Dojo here, and I'm bringing to you guys a new tool that I just developed called the Momentum Forecaster. It is called the Momentum Forecaster because it's a tool that's going to allow you to see how, by yourself listing every month, how your store is going to be able to grow in size, but also how your sales and margins also going to be able to grow in size. It's also going to be able to give you an idea of where you're going to start to top out. And by topping out, I'll show you later, like you're going to start to peak depending if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and not improving your efficiencies. How about we just hop right into the tool? So first you're going to start up here at this upper box. And this is going to be all the inputs that you're going to need to be able to see how your momentum is going to be generated. And first let's look at the top listing here. It's going to be current number of listings. So in this box you're going to put how many you have in your store. And for myself, I'm thinking of it as eBay, but you could think about it as like all of your stores, or you could think as Poshmark or whatever, because it's going to work across platforms. So here I'm going to just put 200 listings, right? And I'm going to put what my average sales price is of my store. So let's say this one, it is at $25 per listing. And what is my average net margin per item? And I'm going to put here $10. Cool. So you can see this is already starting to populate down here below. The next part that you want to put in there is how many listings you're going to be adding monthly. This is going to be how much you're finding and then how much you're listing, right? So total that you're going to be able to get up there. So right now I'm going to put in 100. Right, I want to get my store growing, and then I'm going to put here the monthly churn rate. And what the monthly churn rate is how many units I am selling in that month, or what the percentage is actually. So I'm going to put I'm going to sell through 30%. For the last box here, I'm going to keep blank, but we're going to come back to that later. So as you can see, after we started to fill this out, you're going to look down here below, and I have everything you want to see about your business, right? How many units you began with, what your inventory added is, which is what we put in there per month, right? Added listings. Monthly unit sales, how many units you're selling, how many units you ended at the end of that month, right? That's going to be your total inventory at the end of the month if you went this route. The next one is going to be total inventory sales value, right? So this is how much money that your inventory is going to be worth at the end of that month. Your sales for that month, so total dollars in sales, and then your margin based on what you're putting in here. So as you can see, the starting point we had in there was 200 units ending, so that, or 200 listings that you had. And here's where your inventory values are. So that's your starting point if you had that 200, 25, and 10 that I put in there, right? So that's where you're starting at 0. So at the end of your first month, you would be having, you'd see your inventory go up $250. Your units would go up 200, or go up to 10 units. And you're selling 90 units, right? Because you had added 100 units that month. So you'd sold 30% of 300 units. So you sold through 90 units, and you have 210 left. Your sales value is 5,000, or inventory sales value is 5,250, and your total sales for that month is 2,250 for a margin of $900. As you can see, as you keep going, you're going to slowly be eking up on these numbers. But eventually you are going to be peaking. And why you're going to be peaking is because you're going to be selling through about the same amount that you're putting in for a lot of these. And so that's why I added in here a factor called the monthly listing efficiency. And what that factor is in there is going to be your improvement month to month. So it could be 1%, it could be 10%. And these efficiencies could be coming from you sourcing better, listing better, just improving your processes to be able to get those units up there quicker into your store. And so here I'm going, well, first before I even touch that factor, let's look at your annual total. So as you can see down here, your annual sales are almost 30,000 and you're at 11.6 margin. So let's say you just improve every month by 5%. Let's see how you do. As you can see, by you gaining that efficiency, you're going to be going up to 35,000, almost 36,000, and up to 14,000 in margin, right? So that's almost $3,000 in additional margin that you're going to be putting in your pocket. And really, for every type of seller, you should be gaining efficiencies, especially if you are looking to keep selling in the same categories, right? If you're selling the same categories, you're going to be learning about how to look for better items, how to look for more expensive items, how to find them quicker, better sources, easier ways to list, easier ways to clean, easier ways to make sure they're not defective, right? All those pieces, processes in your toolbox, you're going to be improving upon. So really, a 5% efficiency isn't crazy amount when it comes to, right? So even if you put like 10% on there, look how much you're going to be going up. If you're gaining 10% efficiency every month, you went from almost 29,000 in 11.6 to $44,000 in sales in 17.8. Right, you're really going to be improving when it comes to that. So as you can see, by making yourself more efficient every day, every week, every month, it's really going to start to pay off on your business. And just by yourself being consistent with, I'm going to be pushing to get these listings out there to find the inventory that I need, your store is really going to start to take off. So let's look at this as more maybe an established store, right? So maybe I'll put up 600 listings, and we're going to say, how about 30 and let's say 15, right? You're going to get better. You're improving your sales price. You have more listings. You have better margins in there. We're going to say you're still going at that 30% churn rate. But let's say now that you're doing better at this, you're already starting at 200 listings per month. By you not even having any efficiency on there, you're already at $75,000 gross when it comes to sales, and you're at almost $38,000 in margin, right? So you could see just of like how your business is going to grow. Now the one thing is, if you look at my numbers here, based on what I put on the average listings added versus the average churn rate that you have, your inventory levels are going to start going down, right? So at the beginning of the month you had beginning of the year you had $18,000 in inventory, and by the end you're going to be at $14,000. Great sales, right? But actually your sales are going to be going down because you don't have enough inventory. So that is why, as your especially your established store, you want to keep on being able to find that inventory. So if I add 5%, you could see as the year goes on, you drop a little bit, but then you start to pick back up by having that efficiency in there. So that's the key of always being able to learn and improve your store. Now let's even look at 10%. See, look at that. If you're at 10%, you're already over $113,000 in sales every year down here, and then you're at $56,000 in margin. So that's why it's so important for you to be able to be adding some type of efficiencies to your processes in your stores. Thank you guys for taking your time and looking at my new momentum forecaster. Hope you guys gained some knowledge out of it as much as I did. It was pretty interesting to see like how much your business is able to shift depending on what you are putting into it, right? So if you're putting in more effort around improving your listings, improving your sourcing, improving just any type of efficiency across your processes, it's pretty amazing what could happen to your store. I hope you guys have been able to enjoy gain a little bit of knowledge out of this tool as much as I have by putting it together. It really was insightful on how I want to start improving my business, just even looking at little baby steps, because it all starts to add up. If you want to get access to the tool, just go down below, look in the notes, and you're going to be able to click a link on there to request access. If you have any questions getting in, just shoot me a message, whether it's here on YouTube or on Instagram or Twitter or wherever, and I'll help you play around with it and work on your own numbers in there as well. Thank you guys once again. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe, just because I want to be sharing this knowledge with you, and this is the type of stuff I want to be putting out for you guys. So hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.